The country's biggest food fair is happening this week. The goal of IFEX Philippines is to showcase our unique food products and ingredients and get the rest of the world to notice. And for the first time, the show is going digital. Now, joining us is Pauline Juan, who is the Executive Director of CITEM, the export promotion arm of the Trade and Industry Department. Good morning, Pauline.
Good morning, Paolo. Thank you for having me today.
It's always a pleasure. Now, as the organizer of this major food exhibition, and I'm surprised to hear that it's actually the first time that this is being done digitally, tell us about what's in store. What are the plans and what are the goals for this particular iteration of this food fest?
Yes, you're right. IFEX Philippines is the country's biggest international food show. In its old form, we were a physical trade show at the World Trade Center. But as you know, with the pandemic, we've had to pivot. And so this is going to be the first fully digital edition of IFEX Philippines. What we'll be having on September 23 to 25 is IFEX Digital Expo, which will be live via the Hopin platform. So what you can expect is we have a series of webinars and digital events for all our audience. But we will also be launching IFEX Connect and foodphilippines.com, which are two websites that we've developed. So these will be connected to the platform, and our guests can come and partake in the webinars and digital events that we have on Hopin, but they can also have access to the digital storefronts of around 200 exhibitors and more than 2,000 products that are currently online. So the expo section of the digital event will give access to all the trade secrets and ingredients in terms of buying Philippine food.
All right, really exciting stuff. Now, Pauline, I think over the past decade, we've seen the rise of Filipino food, Filipino cuisine in general. Where do we stand now? I mean, what has really caught the attention of the world? Is it, is it our savory food? Is it our desserts? Is it the fact that we've still sort of kept in touch with heritage recipes and have a certain brand of artisanship in our food? What would you say is our brand when it comes to Filipino food?
Well, now is a great opportunity to be able to sell Philippine food to the world, particularly because I think the world is opening up to all sorts of flavors. So they are more, the world is really more receptive towards more exotic and is actually looking for more exotic flavors. So in terms of artisanal ingredients. So let's say now is a really perfect time to be selling our single origin cacao or coffee, for example. But also in terms of ingredients in the world market, the Philippines is really very strong in terms of our fruits and tuna and our fish. So we have mango, pineapple, we have bananas. These are our signature Philippine exports. Coconuts also do really well. It's really our best seller. So in terms of the world market, that one is really what the world is looking for in terms of Philippine exports. Cacao also and coffee round up our top exports.
Okay. On the subject of selling to the world and really sharing to the world, I think at a certain point, we can leverage actually on this situation that we find ourselves in where everybody's pivoting towards digital. But in terms of reaching the world, a wider market, this pivot to digital actually can be a great boon to this particular industry because it's a much further reaching medium.
Yes, we're really very excited about the possibilities of digital. As you know, a physical trade show limits you and locks you into that certain time and place, right? But being able to put all our exhibitors, our MSMEs online and available 24/7 is something that we're pretty much looking forward to in terms of being able to generate sales sales and leads for our Philippine MSMEs. We on IFEX Connect, which is as I was saying, the website that we're launching, it will also have the capacity to schedule B2Bs between our buyers and exhibitors. So this is something also that will make this particular service easier to access for our buyers all over the world and our exhibitors.
Right. You're talking about B2B. What about P2B, Paolo to business? What if I'm interested to see the show and sample the ware, so to speak, in its digital form? Of course, it's a 3-day exhibit. It starts on Thursday. How do you suggest, what's the best way for people to come and see? Is it really geared more towards, how would you call it, restaurants, industry, big industry, or is it of interest also to food aficionados, foodies, people who like to enjoy the best there is to offer, on offer rather, when it comes to food? What if I wanted to come? What would be the best way for me to see and take part?
Yes, if you're coming, Paolo, we'll have you. You can just come in and register. Okay. Foodies are very much welcome. We have a full program up at IFEX Digital Expo. So I believe we can flash a QR code. We have anybody who wants to register and take part in the activities can do so. Registration details are also available on our social media site, that is at IFEX Philippines on Twitter, on Facebook, and on Instagram. So we will see you there. In case you're interested in doing business and looking actually for suppliers or for buyers, then you can also access the trade component by registering as an exhibitor or a buyer on ifexconnect.com. And you can go away and partake in the digital event. For foodies actually interested in the world of Philippine food, whether you're local or you're foreign, just click onto the foodphilippines.com site. And you'll see a wealth of stories pertaining to Philippine cuisine, Philippine food heritage, and recipes of our beloved Philippine food for, all the world to access.
Fantastic stuff. Looking forward to it. And I know a lot of people are very excited about this. Foodies, or like you said, people in the industry and trade. Registration for IFEX Philippines, IFEX Digital Expo rather, is absolutely free. We want to underline that and remind everybody, if you guys are interested, check it out. The exhibit starts this Thursday. Visit their website for more details. Thank you once again, Pauline, for joining us. Have a great day. Pauline Juan from CITEM.